And welcome to Combo Breaker 2022, and baby, it's about that time for the Guilty Gear Strive Top 24. You know it's Ringe, you know it's Ryudo, and you are locked and loaded on FunkyP for the phenomenal action. We are going to determine that top 8 right here, right now. Ryudo, how you doing, man? How you feeling about this?
Now, you might hear it in the mics, everyone, but you might hear that our voices are a little bit rusty, a little bit raspy and whatnot, because there's been a lot to yell about in these matches that we've seen. Coming up to this point, we were at top 24, and I heard a very interesting argument while I was out there.
Okay.
That top 24 is actually the best part of the tournament, because this is the last time that you see a lot of these truly top players be able to fight back to back to back with one another, and they're fighting for their lives and recognizing like, oh, this is the time I go home or not, but I want to be in that top 8. I want to be in that money. I want to be in that recognition circle, and it's going to be an absolute bloodbath out there.
Yeah, as a commentator, I've talked to a lot of commentators that have had more fun on top 24 brackets than they've had on top 8, so we are definitely blessed to have the opportunity to enjoy and experience this with y'all at home. Of course, right here on FunkyP, locked and loaded, we have tremendous matches lined up for you. The winner side alone, just heavy hitters on heavy hitters, and there's lore to them as well. Peppery, Splash, and Hotashi, Solstice and Tempest, Havoc, Noah, and Razzo, Lasso, and Umi show. That's just winner's side, man. And as you mentioned, we're going to be seeing so many of the best players in losers bracket fighting for their lives.
Right, exactly. And as you try to go with that list right there, we were getting our first competitors on stage here. We got Peppery Splash versus Hotashi. We got who is probably generally considered like the overall best, Hotashi, bringing that Nagoto Yuki, showing the power of Nagoto Yuki, and plays to Hotashi's strengths of that very heart-style player, has a good feeling about certain things, attacks very out, and does a great job with that. But on the other end, Peppery Splash from Canada, the absolute technical monster when it comes to everything. Understands how the game works, uses all his mechanics to the best of his ability, and really punishes you for doing anything even the slightest bit wrong.
Peppery Splash, since the beginning of Guilty Gear Strive, has been the best Zato in NA. He don't go outside, he don't stream. A lot of people don't know how skilled this man is. He is an incredible Zato player. Now let's talk about the lore here. Of course, Hotashi and Latif have been going at it back and forth. They're setting up a match at EVO or what have you. That is obviously the same matchup we're looking at now. Nagoto Yuki and Hotashi have been training for that match. He's gone the first to 30s with Jonathan Tene. He's gone the first to 30s with Marlon Pai. But I love those players. Peppery Splash, I think, is on a level slightly above those two. So I want to see if he's got what it takes to beat down a practiced Hotashi in this matchup.
Right, and to even add to it, this is a confident Peppery Splash. Just won Xrd on the other side of things too. So Peppery Splash is going in with the confidence like, yeah, I can win a whole tournament. I have not stopped being good at Xrd since Xrd was not a popular game anymore. So there is a lot of uphill battle here for Hotashi to fight against.
To add to some more though, when Peppery Splash was a little bit going outside, when we saw him at the beginning of the game, he played against Fame 96 a lot, one of the pioneers of Nagoto Yuki. Yes. I saw these guys go to time overs in the first week of the game when I didn't think that was possible. We might get a long matchup. However, Hotashi might just blow Zato the hell up. We'll see.
Absolutely, Brandon. So we started off here, winner's corner, and Hotashi already earning the corner here, but Peppery Splash quickly fighting it back out.
Yeah, you can see Peppery being aggressive, trying to make the most out of his Eddie meter, but he actually sacrifices it, not going for another summon. Now he's got to fight it out fair for a little while. The challenge is, you see the punish on the second hit of the far edge sequence.
Yeah, that 5P Abari right there doing a really good job there, but at the same time, you're going to need to do a lot more against Hotashi and Nagoto Yuki to be able to keep up with that damage.
Oh, and that's the thing, you can't burst in a summon like that. You might be able to oppose, but the Beyblade is so fast, stuffs out the crouch chest as well. Hotashi's shaking his head. Yeah. You better bring something better than that.
Exactly. And Hotashi going right back in here. Oh, love bite for sure. And Hotashi loved that one.
Yeah, nice instant blocking that close shot. Oh, and then baits out the burst. Wait a minute. Peppery Splash is awake now. Oh, you're just going to take the drills. That's a good move from Hotashi, honestly. Nagoto Yuki, lots of health. He gets the reset back to neutral.
Right, absolutely. But dashes right back in. No fear afterward. Once again, long fights. Going to push towards the corner here for there. It's 50 meters to become the Peppery slide.
Oh, trying to take this guy, maybe air grab Peppery Splash, try to keep him in the corner, but no go. I gotta imagine that 2H was maybe an execution error, and that execution error is gonna cost him the round. Super into the wall splat, that's game.
Yeah, there we go. Hotashi's shaking his head too, like he's like not confident, like he didn't like that for some reason, but it's like, Hotashi, remember, You're trying to win the match. Don't look so disappointed.
Yeah.
Even looking like, oh man, this Nagoro Yuki character probably needs some nerfs here. It's a little bit too much.
Hey, you see in the second round, Hotashi was looking for the command grab early. The key in this matchup for Nagoro Yuki is keeping that blood gauge low. He needs to be able to Fukyo. He needs to be able to clone. Otherwise, Zato can bully him for full screen and he can't really do anything about it. Oh, he messed up the super.
Oh, no.
That was supposed to be a Sun Void. Oh, and then he gets Wake Up Overdrive.
Let me show you what a true super looks like here. And Hotashi looking around like, wow, really?
Man, from that Chris Nunez Japanese tattoo style.
Oh,
no.
All right, going to pressure here, just going to burst out, absolutely fine, but Peppery Splash still has the burst had it. Now has to fight out this corner here, and that's very, very scary against level 3 Nagoro Yuki.
Yeah, if he times that right, that's actually a punish right there where he absorbs the 5H and then Drunken Shade Frost. Didn't quite get what he was looking for, though.
Yeah, a little bit unfortunate there, but Eddie is back, though, so there's going to be a lot of blocking on Hotashi's side. One more mix will do it.
You see Hotashi on 2.5 blood. Ooh, I'm not sure what he was looking for there, but just walking forward into the meaty 2S.
Exactly. But still, that's the kind of bravery that Hotashi has. Just feels like certain options are good, and will just commit to them.
Ooh, that close X actually caught Peppery Splash, maybe up backing or back dashing, but ooh, a clutch back dash. Speaking of which, avoiding the 2K, now we got the corner.
Yeah, now, oh my gosh, doing a command grab, but Frog catches it down there. Hotashi playing it patiently, but it's not going to be enough here. It's going to get broken through the wall.
Sixth stage, Peppery still got a little bit of 80-meter level house. Hotashi gonna play it. Ooh, ends up getting counter here. Tries to be frisky off the jump.
Oh, again, no jumping out of here, but does get the back dash. That was real good.
And you see, gonna use some of that blade. He does have, he actually spins it on the Beyblade, but he might pop at the end of this. He most definitely will.
Oh, no. And yeah, just absolutely gonna go for this. Hotashi shaking his head, but for real this time, Hotashi is on the back end of poor decision making.
Yeah, indeed, and Hotashi's one of those, right, when it comes to Nagoro Yuki, he's very much willing to have certain setups. He has them planned where he's going to pop blood when you get wall splat and hard knock you down and whatnot. But unfortunately for him right there, I think he got a little desperate, a little bit anxious to spin that blood to make something happen. Apparently something snuck his way into his mask. That's unfortunate, but hopefully we can get that cleared up.
Yeah, he's using his mouth a little bit too much on that Zato and getting some hairs in those mouth. I understand, Hotashi. Oh, keeping it close here. Push wide corner already here. And yeah, a small little visual bait out there. Hotashi presses a button, gets caught by the frog.
You're going nowhere, fam. Oh, and a big 6-feet from Peppery. He's going to be able to set up shop again. They triple overhead all block. Wasn't too difficult to do so.
Oh, and Sword is the ward for sure. Pushing it out there.
That's Sword Saint Zato right there, baby. Shout out Sekiro.
Oh, unfortunately, though, Hotashi does have the soul here, and it might die twice, but the first one is taken by Peppery Splash here in the third match.
The Shark, man. Peppery looking real smooth after that first game. Yeah, he's just waiting it out. He knows how much Hotashi is willing to spin that blood. And again, if Zato has Nagoro Yuki full screen like 2.5 blood meters, that's his game.
Now I have to make the most of it here, but it has 100 meter to speak of, so this is going to be looking real good for Peppery Splash. Gets to play for a long time, but Hotashi blocking real good here.
But Hotashi, that's a 3-frame trap right there. Sword into the drills, so you cannot press the button on it. I don't know what Hotashi was trying to do.
Yeah, just one of those situations, maybe it's the first time kind of seeing it in that situation. It's like, yeah, maybe I can be able to jump out, maybe I'll be able to up back, but I got to do it myself to find out and see.
But he played first to 30 against Marlon and Jonathan. He better know that by now.
Yeah, you're right.
This is not the time. Latif will wash that ass if he's coming at him like that.
Oh my gosh, all right, gonna use that PRC there. Oh, lands on the drift, the back dash there. Very, very unfortunate though. Good stuff from Peppery Splash there. Hotashi really gonna have to overdrive here to think, what do I need to do to beat this Canadian royalty out here?
My man's just looking for answers in that salt and pepper. I see it. I see the little grays coming out. I got some too, Hotashi. Don't worry.
Right. A little bit of spice there.
We're
makes
all getting
life
experienced in life, you know.
Right, yeah.
All of our levels are going up. It's all good.
Exactly. I'm about to level up soon here.
It's all good. Hotashi thinking about it because, like we said, he took that first game pretty handily. But since then, Peppery has really found his rhythm, found his groove, has pretty much shut down a lot of the Nagoro Yuki options. He hasn't been antsy on defense at all. He hasn't been getting caught trying to press buttons. Maybe he should go back for like the Beyblade command grab that we saw in the first game.
Right.
Because I haven't seen Peppery be too antsy about challenging. He will challenge after the far S sequence, right? Because he knows that the second hit is -8. And if Hotashi doesn't have bar to cancel it, then he's probably not going to go into the third one. But we haven't seen, I think, too many Abari situations besides that.
That's true. That's true. That's absolutely right. And now, so Peppery Splash is kind of sitting in a mental fortitude situation where it's like, I don't need to worry about as many options because I've taken a lot of them off the table here, and it's just getting easier for Peppery Splash to commit to options, be very safe overall, and not feel too pressured to do anything. But that close slash might make someone think different.
Yeah, exactly. Peppery feeling the pain nice and early, but Hotashi, yeah, he wants to sit on the slow blood. Who cares? You don't need the extra range on the normals in this. You need the ability to Fuki or the Beyblade to get across the screen quickly.
Exactly, and does it again. There it was.
What
there it was.
What did I say?
Rich.
Beyblade in the command grab.
You have the gift of Apollo, and I'm glad to be the one to have seen it first.
I'm glad that Hotashi went back to it. It's definitely the type of defense that Peppery's playing.
Ooh, all right here, getting a little bit more tricky. Hotashi can make more options here, and is getting so much damage off of this.
Send him to the painted world. Go do some DLC, fam.
Yeah, you can hear that glass break because of this window pane right now.
Right, advantage off the stage change. Oh, he tried to stick in the command grab again.
Yeah. Oh, no. You know what that was? He's like, that first one missed. Why that first one missed? That, you know, whatever. That ain't right. I got it out of the way. I got it out of my system.
I'm telling you, when you see someone willing to do that, right, Peppery was really willing to let Hotashi spin these specials over and over again to try to build up that blood because he knows Zato is in prime spot. So that's why he keeps going for the command grab. But Peppery is no slouch. Like you said, just one exit. He's a top-level fighting game player. The adjustment's coming back, but you can't adjust to that close S.
No, absolutely not here. Yeah, nice little fight. He does have Bari coming back in there. You mentioned earlier, Rich, and now has earned the cornerback next to that PRC, has burst on the other side, has 50 meter, so it's going to even out the life totals and get Eddie on the other side here.
Oh, yeah, the sword doesn't always wall break when it hits awkwardly like that. Actually keeps the corner. Oh, and he's got the slump game.
Oh, again.
Yo, keep bringing him down, baby.
He knows
get out of
you.
No, he actually threw too early right there. Now we got the back throw of 87. The incidences are mounting. Are we going to get out of this? Double overhead, all block, triple overhead, all block. Sword Saint Zato, what are you going to do now?
All right, rushing back in here. Goldberg can't be on the table here, but the 5D will do it on charge, baby.
5 Ds on your forehead. It always comes through in the clutch.
Great stuff from Peppery Splash there to keep that much pressure on Hotashi throughout the entire way. Absolutely insane. Great work.
Yeah, Hotashi, you can actually pop those snakes right there with the far S sequence. That's what he tried to do. You can beat a pose like that, but he mistimed it.
Hotashi's back in the corner here. Nice BRC. Baits out the throw and does the throw in turn. Peppery Splash is getting real seasoned right here.
Oh, Peppery Splash. He's looking to close out this game. Hotashi, that's a regular burst though. No meter to his name. Oh, does end up chasing him down the full far S sequence. It's going to be low blood and he catches him reaching.
There we go again. All right, Frog hops right on over. He's trying to kill Eddie. There it is. Now Hotashi has to make it in here.
Oh, he does block. Hotashi does like that, and Peppery could convert, but he's got a lot of health. Gets the Eddie anyway, and Peppery takes it 3-2 to make top 8 winner's side.
That was so cheeky from Hotashi, but that's exactly what we were talking about. Very heartfelt player, just says, okay, you know what, I haven't done this yet. This feels like a good idea, and it would win me the match in that situation. So let me go for it. Maybe they're sleeping on it, but Peppery Splash is just so awake with every single action that happens.
All I gotta say is, y'all better be thankful Peppery is just coming outside. This man has been ravaging people with Zato since the beginning of the game. He is a monster, and you saw it on display there. Top 8 winner's side over the Arc Revel America champion.
Oh my gosh, like once again, Hotashi, very, very well known to be kind of like the general top tier, but the word there, general, is doing most of the lifting because Hotashi has not gone on a streak of any tournament, and for the most part, no one really has in the U.S. side of things. So anyone can be able to take this, and even people that you might not even a name you necessarily recognize because you're in the wrong area. Just we have these net play pockets that are coming out and converging in one area, and realistically, anyone can take this.
That was amazing stuff from Peppery Splash and Hotashi, giving us a banger of a first set here on our winners top 24 side, and we are going to get to the follow-up. Now, this is going to be Solstice and Tempest NYC, of course. Tempest, your auction tournament champion, so he's already made a nice chunk of change off this game with that $2,000+ prize pot that he won with the May. Now, however, in this matchup, I best believe we're going to see the Leo. The Leo White Fang is not only a tremendous character, not only is Tempest very good at it, but goddamn, I'm sorry to say, Solstice is pretty bad against Leo, bro.
The history is there. You definitely want to read the history books a little bit, get back into it and say, okay, what have I seen you kind of do well at? What have I seen you not do so great at? How can I take those bits and pieces and put together a game plan that really shakes you to your core and makes you fall down and never get back up?
Now, Solstice at Series E He played a casual setup against Razzo. I'm not going to tell y'all the score, but it was ugly. It was one of the ugliest sets I've ever seen. So, of course, that could be like, all right, well, obviously Leo is one of his Achilles heels, but that could hopefully be motivation to try to lab that weakness, right?
Right.
There's been a good amount of time since Series E and now. I got to imagine the matchup he's worked the most on is Leo. That is the character you know you're going to run into when you get far in the tournament. He already has problems with it, so I want to see if he has some answers today. Hopefully he's cleaned it up a bit, and we're going to see it up against Tempest.
Right. And, you know, sometimes we have quite a few breaks between, like, you know, doing casuals, different, like, phases of the tournament and whatnot. And one of the things I've seen some players actually do is say, okay, I've had trouble with this matchup, or I have trouble with this player. Let me go online, take some time, and just watch the matches. Let me see what my character is versus the other character. Let's see these players' matches and whatnot. Let me take a bunch of notes down. Kind of a last-second grind before going to that college class, before you fail out the class.
Yep.
Not that I know anything about that, of course, but maybe that time was actually well spent. And maybe, okay, yeah, Solstice learned a little bit more, has something to go in there, especially with the matches that you mentioned earlier of Razzo, and can come out on top and throw something new at Tempest.
Hey, you know, life experience is life experience. It's all about how we apply it, right?
Exactly.
So most definitely, hopefully we get some application here from Solstice. Of course, Tempest, I mean, when I talk to a lot of the other Shy players, they consider Tempest to be one of the strongest, one of the most favorited people to win any tournament he enters. So we're going to see once again on that Leo, and he's got the Mei in the back pocket just in case he wants to go back to the tried and true to waifu. But right now, we know that he's got to have to deal with Solstice. He's got his hands full. Let's get it.
All right, the Renaissance on screen here. And yeah, Tempest going straight in already. And now Solstice stuck on the blocking side of things, being pushed towards the corner here. Has to be a little bit more brave to make sure that this doesn't happen from Leo.
Yeah, and Tempest, he's starting out pretty timid. He's swinging with the 5-8, does get the far end, so catches Solstice trying to backdash. And that's something that with Solstice's defense a lot, I feel like he doesn't challenge when people are on the way in. He'll mash when you're close, but on the way in, he kind of lets people get in for free a little bit too often, especially Leo.
Right. You know, it's that kind of fear thing with Leo. It's like, okay, I do need to press buttons to keep Leo out, but I have to balance it at the same time with not pressing too many buttons so Leo doesn't get in. It's the great unequalizer, if anything.
Yeah, and that's why he already showed the preemptive 2K right there, cut him off in the process. That was a good adjustment, but oh no, already in the lion's den.
All right, and then that corner space in there too. Wow. Just jumps right out. Okay. Good stuff from Solstice there, taking the corner back.
That was a tremendous read on Tempest's like a Leo offensive decision making. Able to get out. Oh, yeah, the RC to switch sides. Now you're back in the corner.
Oh, jumping out again. They are just swapping spaces in this corner like a game of leapfrog. You love to see it. They are both just really recognizing that this is a weak point for them and just keep moving around that.
Oh, yes.
The
LeBron combos, alley-oops to himself.
Now on the other side here. Oh, wow, just on wake up, huh? I like it. And the boom comes out again. That is such a good, sturdy move to close that around.
S Fireball to God, bro. Not counting the clone from Nagoriyuki, that's easily the best projectile in the game. And Tempest is the player who is much more successful when he doesn't play at a breakneck speed.
Yes.
If he's able to just calm down, kind of play at his own pace, use the Fireball game, play him a little guile-ish, he is so successful. When he gets caught up in the wild style of Leo, I think that's when he gets like take some L's that he shouldn't have otherwise.
Right. And I feel like from what I've seen from Solstice, they definitely like the neutral game, kind of that slower pace and whatnot, just kind of pressing buttons at middle range. But because Tempest matches that pace so well, it's really hard for Solstice to kind of complete the circle and really open up Tempest because those mid-range mix-ups don't work nearly as well as Leo's.
Exactly. When we're in the corner, you can see Tempest. Ooh, ends up getting his flash kick thrown. Put that away.
Ooh, all right, Solstice, you're in the head. You're nodding. All right.
He's like, all right, that was a ram round right there, but the dash up 6 speed.
But that gold burst is going to do a lot here. Earn the corner right back. Let's see how Tempest handles it. Flash kick comes out. Huge counter hit.
Solstice riding high on this one. Bro, what happened to you? Look, your man Tempest real bad. He's no! Oh, that's 1-1 in the blink of an eye. Oh, Solstice nodding his head fervently right now.
All right, something happened in between those two rounds there, that two matches.
Oh, you see the pound on the chest?
Damn, hitting that eccentric on the chest like you're going to need a few of these pills.
That's cool. That's what I want. See these players feeling themselves right now.
All right, and Solstice, like, that has to be a confidence boost. You're starting to see a lot more early moves, and Solstice seeming really confident. Great instant block to get the punish.
Yeah, exactly right there. If you insta-block the Berserker Slash, it's actually +1 for Leo, but he has no options that can be thrown. So you saw right there, that's what Solstice did. He has to backdash to beat the throw.
Exactly. But Flash Kick comes out the third time, and it lands home. So Tempest gonna try and take turn back. Great backdash. Gonna be able to burst two? Absolutely not yet, but no need to. So far away. Goes into the beam super.
Let's go, and that's going to be another round on the board for Tempest. Or excuse me, for Solstice. It's going to be his first lead in this set.
Wow, and Solstice is just kind of vibing, just kind of jamming out, just like has the music in their head, just hearing the hero music for Solstice right now.
That was a classic Tempest round start as well. The back up into the 5K works on so often. Oh, jump Estegon has a great air button for him. Now in the Lion's Den, yes.
Oh my gosh, there we go, a bar situation again, and just backdash out, Tex it this time. Solstice is keeping up. Solstice is really moving a lot more than I feel like the previous rounds.
Yeah, his defense is looking quite on point right now. He even got a little dust combo to keep the corner right there. Keeping him locked down, doesn't have the sword, but it's okay. All he needs is that S. Oh, and he'll take some damage even without the double sword.
Oh, that's right. And now double sword on the other side. Positive bonus on a meter. Tempest has an uphill battle. It just breaks them ankles.
Yeah, and Solstice, he'd be allergic to the H-sword, man. He tossed it a little bit early. It might end up costing him. Tempest closes out the round with a super.
All right. Tempest, you can see that sigh of relief in there. Really keeping it up because Solstice has turned it on.
Most definitely, and Solstice, he's going to be building burst back here very soon. Watch out for the gold burst. Oh, no.
All right, trying to backdash out there to get out of range, but Tempest just waits it out just a beat.
Oh, the OTG right there. He gets some space, but it's quickly taken away by Tempest.
All right. Solstice fighting it out here, using some good poke buttons, and Tempest getting caught off guard a little bit, but, just waiting to get that opportunity, and there it is. Going to take the corner right back.
And Solstice shooting challenge out of this 6K right there. You can see he tosses the H-Storm pretty liberally.
Oh, no! Wow. Just a frame too early, and that will give it to Tempest there.
Yeah, that looked wild because he was still in that throw-in-bowl state of wake-up, but he was dashing, so it was
right. So, like, you looked like you should have came right into Solstice's warm and welcoming arms, but unfortunately, even Solstice kind of felt it too. You saw a little bit at the end there, just, oh, that wasn't supposed to happen. I was right there. How did that not throw? And once again, you cannot harp on that in the tournament setting whatsoever, Rich.
Yeah, most definitely. And, Tempest, when it comes to his, killing frames with Berserker Slash or getting in with Berserker Slash, he tends to go low or mid, as you saw with the post up there. He doesn't go overhead right away.
Yeah.
If he ends up knocking down without that, then he'll go overhead. So something to keep a lookout for.
Yeah, that's right for sure. But right now, Solstice is just bleeding out compared to Tempest's no touch right now.
Yeah, exactly. Solstice, who looked so good in that last game, just getting schooled by Tempest right now. Yeah, perfect.
It's just one of those situations that it was just the worst way to lose that last round because it's the kind of loss that makes you feel like you lose confidence in yourself. You're like, I had that. I was right there. Why did I not win that? And it's going to stick in your head no matter how much you want to get rid of it.
Yeah, back turn S is so active. And then he gets the overhead. It's looking real rough, my man.
It's like Tempest heard you. Oh, I don't do overhead, huh? Let me show you something real big. Oh, no.
And then say it with your chest to end it the perfect. Tempest satisfied with his performance. Top 8 winner's side, I would be too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Tempest did a great job really preventing that comeback from Solstice. Solstice could have easily just really ran back over Tempest in the way that Tempest just did to him, but kept it on the ground, kept it really good, just kept those nerves out of the way, and was able to take it back. Good stuff to Tempest. Congratulations, that moves into top 8.
And that was a little bit of the experience gap between the two players, honestly, right? Tempest has been at this level in a couple of other games. He's really good in Grand Blue. He's been in the tournament environment a lot. Solstice hasn't really been in a tournament environment until Guilty Gear Strive, right?
Right.
So we've seen him at Series E, we've seen him here at Combo Breaker, but you saw when he lost that last round, took his mask off, take a drink of water, like he was shaking his head, looked very frustrated.
Right.
You could tell the tilt got to him.
It did. And, maybe that would have been a good opportunity to say, hey, I am frustrated about this. That sucked. And that's what you have to sometimes say. It sucked. I need to go back to character select. I need to take a little bit of time for myself. Take that water. Rethink, what did I do here that was the magic? And forget about the real bad stuff that happened. Your brain harps on that stuff. Give yourself the time. You deserve it.
Yeah, when it comes to pretty much anything competitive, it's important to have a short memory, right? Like, especially in the moment.
Yes.
In the moment, you gotta let those things go and kind of move on and let yourself be in that spot that you're at now and not harp on the things that went wrong before. But that's something that players learn with experience a lot of the time. It doesn't come naturally to a lot of us. So big ups to Solstice, of course, still alive. We'll be in this top 24 losers bracket, but we have 2 qualifiers so far. Peppery Splash, Tempest NYC, 2 of the finest in the States. I expect nothing less to continue.
Yeah, exactly. But now we have 2 more of the finest in the States here. Havoc Noah repping the Eno here versus Razzo, and they are going to be bringing even another Leo back into the scene.
Yeah, facts. We are not going to be escaping the Lions then anytime soon. You know how it goes.
Oh, no, not at all. It's going to be a lot.
Yeah, man. Those pants from Razzo are kind of fly. They look like some,
I was thinking the
like
same
some
thing,
real
right?
Guilty Gear pants.
Yeah. I'm like, yo, Razzo, they decked out to the nines. Like, oh my gosh, you looking anime. I see like words all on the stomach right down there, like that reads like anime fighter words. You're ready. You're ready today. And then there's Noah. It's like, well, I found a striped shirt in the back of my closet, so I just thought I looked great today.
Yeah, that's facts, you know what I'm saying? Yo, you got to be comfortable, right? That's really what fashion's about. You can't let the clothes wear you. You got to wear the clothes.
Yeah.
So big ups to both of these players being fashionable. I'm a big fan of Razzo's style, both in-game and in the clothing world. Havoc Noah, bring in the Eno most likely. We'll see. We'll see if he can kind of knock down Leo, how he deals with the flash kick setups, if he has the proper safe jump timings and whatnot.
And I will say, just from a historic standpoint, Noah has always been really good on the wake-up game. Like, really focuses on all the different ways to throw different OSs to make sure that you do not get an opportunity to ever get up. Noah maybe struggles to get to that point sometimes, but is absolutely just a lab monster on anti-wake-up options. So this is the kind of game that has a lot of strong anti-wake-up options, and I think Noah will really capitalize on that, especially against a player like Leo and Razzo.
Yeah, on the other side, Razzo, I talked a little bit about them yesterday and how they've progressed as a player, and I think one thing that they've added to the game, which what I think was K7's strongest aspect on Leo for a while, was really reading when the opponent is looking for flash kick and taking that opportunity to wake up and dash up throw or dash up and steal your turn back. I think Razzo has gotten so good at that, as well as they have some of the best 5H guard point stance meta in the game. Like, they really know how to cancel it early to catch people trying to get the low. They know when to hold it to catch people trying to come up and get the mid. Like, their 5H game is immaculate.
And yeah, the poke game is going to be a very big struggle for Eno as a character. Doesn't have the greatest pokes in the world always, but you know, Noah has been working on that since pretty much the XR days. Late XR days, realized like, well, Eno doesn't have good pokes. It's like, well, you got to solve that problem. Like, the game's not going to give you a solution. You have to figure it out. And ever since then, Noah has gotten stronger and stronger at the poke game. So I wonder how it will keep being up against Razzo's 5H usage.
That's what you got to do, man. You got to find out answers yourself, right? You can't wait for patches.
No, absolutely not.
The patch might not help you in the way you want it to.
Yeah.
Trust me, especially in these games.
Oh yeah, you don't get your hopes up here. But both these folks are getting their hopes up right now. Nice 2A's from Noah. And again,
back with it.
Yo, those are scuffed.
Facts, got both sneakers now.
Yeah, one for each. Everybody gets one.
And you know, Leo don't wear no socks, so that's directly to the feet.
That.
Directly to the feet.
Yo, all right, Havoc Noah starting off real strong here. No touch from Razzo quite yet, but this is the first one. Oh, and a 5P of confidence. The first one on top of everything else. That's the confidence of Havoc Noah.
I like that. Noah's going to be like, nah, you got to go back to K into S if you want to get me.
Right.
Wow.
All right, great flash kick from Razzo there.
Your man is stroking right now.
Right, yeah. Show me you can handle that. Oh, great.
See how good 5H is? Actually hitting stroke the big tree. It looks like it would go under, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I was actually kind of surprised. I'm like, oh yeah, that's definitely what Noah's aiming for. Absolutely not. That got counter hit like crazy. And speaking of counter hit like crazy, the damage on this one is going to be pretty solid.
You saw that the 5H guard point stance cancel. Oh, don't tap me. I don't want no dab.
Wow! And the flashing from so far away because of the confidence of having no on the opponent forcing the block just stole that turn away.
Good stuff from Razzo right there. Like we talked about, Noah is going to be really keen to have those safe jump setups on deck.
And here we are. Oh my gosh, just lands right in Razzo's welcoming arms. Good mix up from Razzo's side. Gonna push towards the corner here. What's the mix this time? Goes for the lows. Doesn't want to get 5 feet again.
Yeah, you see Razzo back to back with the K and then the S, really trying to catch Noah mashing.
Ooh, barely reaches there. Very good stuff. Gonna be a soft knockdown here. Noah does have meters, so might try to
Now that's a message to send somebody at the end of the first game. Ooh!
Well.
Razzo even shook their head and said, what the hell are you doing?
I was going to do this whole analysis thing, Rich.
No.
I was going to say, all right, so here's the data of what Noah's done in these situations. Here's the history of Noah. Noah just got thrown.
Razzo said, take that stroke to the back nine. Work on that shit.
Right, yeah. That mine is just like my golf score because I'm winning out here.
Yep. Oh, the 5 H's again, bro.
And blocks it too. Oh no, Havoc Noah got the worst of all deals here.
Oh, the Lions then tried to close it out with a throw right there, and he'll get it afterwards. OTG for the kill. Great stuff from Razzo right there, OSing that first whip throw.
Razzo is playing so strong now. Getting a lot of throws, getting a lot of 5P anti-airs, and getting a lot of corner. Again from Razzo.
Oh, you're gonna learn today. You reach, I teach.
I think we've reached the point, Rich. We've got Raz optimal here now again.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And right now Noah's just looking for a way out, trying to MD, takes the tap dust to the gut. Oh, not exactly the combo Razzo was looking for still, but in control.
Yeah, Razzo's not even playing around anymore. It's like, I don't need to go in.
I love it.
I love the theme of players who are winning and shaking their head like, dang, I should have done better. It's like, oh, sorry, I guess a win screen is not good enough. Pardon us.
You gotta win how you wanna win, or else it don't feel right. That's just how it goes with fighting game players.
And I'm out here trying to fight for any wins. But hey, so is Havoc Noah, and it seems to be panning out for worse for wear here.
Yeah, right now looking to put himself on the board. Razzo just dominating the set.
There we go. Knockdown again.
Oh,
Good mix
no.
up. Other side again. Absolutely.
Oh, the ankles, my hat, everything is getting opened up.
Oh, man. And that hat has a mouth and everything. It's just like, hey, block high. Come on. Protect me, bro.
Just screaming.
The Harry Potter sorting hat out here on Eno's head, just yelling about overheads.
Oh, my goodness. I love that 5K from Razzo pulls into this since we already in the corner, checking the low into the throw. Oh, overhead into the first bait. Razzo puts themselves in winner side top 8 in the dominant, like Shaft 2000 era dominant fashion.
Right. Razzo just like, yo, give me some love. Raise the roof. Yo, cheer for me. See your new royalty Razzo out here playing the Raz optimally once again. Just such a strong player in all ways, and once that confidence kind of gets going, you see them just take over the match. Absolutely.
Yep. Check them out. I know they've been trying to grow their Twitch channel a bit, so that's twitch.tv/RazzoSharp. So definitely check them out when you get the chance. Right. And that's 3 qualified players in our top 8 winner side already. That's Peppery Splash, that's Tempest NYC, that's Razzo. I mean, I pretty much expected those names to be where they're at.
Right.
So tremendous play from all of them, consistent play from all of them. But now Ryudo.
Ooh, this next one is going to be I have no opinion on what could possibly happen. We have Lost Soul versus Umesho. And now people know Lost Soul. People love Lost Soul. And I mean, how can you not? Very lovable person.
Yeah, for sure.
But has been playing around a lot with the characters, has been loving the game, just really, really positive about the game, and wants to play in his own way. So I'm not sure where he settled on characters yet. I assume still Happy Chaos.
Yes.
Okay, so that has not changed and still enjoys the character. But going against what is probably considered the best Happy Chaos right now, not just even US, but almost in the world, Umesho.
Oh yeah, I don't think anybody's really touching these two, period, when it comes to Happy Chaos. Like, I do think we're looking at the 2 best in the world at this character.
Right.
And because of that, I really don't know who's gonna win, man.
Yeah, I got nothing.
We got a mirror match with Happy Chaos. When it comes to the actual, like, character matchup of them, it's all about who gets cursed first. Like, yeah, see, my man Lasso already knows. They're going to be playing Time Crisis, all your favorite light gun games, shoot off the screen to reload and all that. But whoever gets cursed first is going to be at the disadvantage, right? Then obviously the reticle for the other player is going to lock onto them quicker, and they'll be able to shoot more quickly. Now, Lost Soul obviously has the fighting game experience advantage, the tournament experience advantage. Top 3 at EVO and Exert, has won countless Exert tournaments. Oh, I'll put it back. Oh, there we go. They got to pose one more time.
There you
and
go.
He's also got the mind games.
Yeah.
You know, he always does this to everybody. He's talking constantly. He wants to pose with you when he beats you before the match. All this stuff. And Umesho, he came from Overwatch, dog. I thought that was a meme when I first heard it because he's just shooting people.
Right.
But nah, this man came from Overwatch. He's new to the fighting game scene. And you can see, and of course, the people have been talking about the stance all weekend, the way he holds the controller and everything.
Yeah.
You can tell he's not part of the traditional brand of fighting game player, but he is taking his style to this character, Happy Chaos, and has been running roughshod everywhere he's entered, right? Has countless online tournament wins. He's just been taking his talents to every corner of the net play universe that he can. But now we are here at Combo Breaker while offline. He's going against one of the Guilty Gear gods. Let's see who make top 8.
That's right. You know what the most terrifying part about this is? Comes from Overwatch, was born in the net play, has come from the net play, has never understood offline play. So when Umichel's being online here, running all these tournaments as they do, it's like, oh, this is just my home. I love that intro. That's so good. And they high five on the stage too. Ponyetch, they're hamming it up. They're having the best days of their life. 2 happy Chaos Bros on stage.
Oh, we shooting. And of course, actually, Lost Soul is a little bit less zoning heavy than Umisho. Umisho definitely just looks to get his space and then start the game. Speaking of which, though, Umisho going out the game with a clean win punish. However, Lost Soul, you're gonna start the game. Let's get shot.
All right, bullets are flying everywhere. We hit the streets.
Oh yeah, we concentrating, focusing, bullets flying out. Super, omnidirectional super. It don't matter if you're that high up, you're gonna get smoked anyway.
Right, there we go. Quick round already. Just nodding, responding. Like, that's the nodding, like, okay, I can have learned from that match.
Yeah.
That's what you did? Okay, I understand. I get it now, Lost Soul.
As you see, Umisho definitely establishing that 2S early, and this is where he wants to be. Load up. You don't gotta get close now. You gotta hold this. Happy Chaos.
Right, and the resource control from Umesho is absolutely marvelous. I have never seen any other Happy Chaos even come close to that, and with Losso being the closest. And of course, Romola, before she's out there, it's like, hey, don't forget about me.
Shout out to Romola, as always. That's my Empress right there.
All right, great stuff there. Gonna push towards the corner. Omnidirectional super comes back out again. Dante may cry.
Oh yeah, this is break the wall, not close enough. Got the cursor. Oh, what a clean 2S whip punish. That's my Brian. Oh, but we shot to break the wall.
Oh no, Lost Soul maybe taking it back here. Another super potentially? Absolutely.
He was out of bullets, so this will reload the clip as well.
And now it's gotten a lot more even, but now the hard knockdown on Lost Soul's side.
Oh, he actually tried to do something. That was the blue RC, and he got gone for it. Oh no! First baited as well. Lost Soul showing the experience, and Umisho giving him the props he deserves.
Yeah. And there was 2 very good interactions there. The whip punish from Umesho was like, that's definitely an Umesho strength. Very much watches for those frames. But on the other hand, Guilty Gear confidence from Lost Soul was able to block out that burst on a huge delay.
And you see the start of the round curse. They both got cursed right there, but Lost Soul, he pulled the trigger a little bit first, so he ended up getting clipped once he tried to get close.
Right, definitely. Both reacting on when the balls touched, and that was a very, very good reaction for both of them. But here comes out the super again. You're going to be seeing this a lot, folks, out there.
Yeah, facts. Yeah. It's such a good super, right? Wall breaks from wherever Umisho is.
Right.
He's going to be able to reload the clip off that as well. Look at the resource management. Immediately into the concentration super as soon as it empties out. Forest, the god.
Clean. Umesho is just the master of clean. I love watching him play so much. Great instant block, keeping everything close.
Oh, caught the backdash. You ain't going nowhere. My goodness, and look at him just melt from that.
Jeez, that was so much damage. How? God, that Shoryu DP gun is so freaking good.
Umisho taking that little spot, that little window of opportunity while Lasso was still building back concentration to his matchup and 2K him.
And that's great awareness from both players right now. Kind of recognize, like, okay, I see where your meter is. I can make a pretty good guess of what you're trying to aim for or not aim for.
Nice patient YRC from Lasso as well. They didn't give it to him immediately.
Oh, yeah, very, very smart here. Lost Soul does not have any concentration. That makes things very, very hard. But playing a completely different game, and ooh, good stuff.
Umisho not gonna get right there. Use the reload as a bit of a frame kill, and then got the tap dust in there.
All right, now keeping things a little bit far here. Umesho trying to get their game plan going.
Lost Soul is actually really good at that. He has like these deceptive frame kills in the corner before tap dust. Catches a lot of people off guard with them.
Yeah, it's a small little like tricks that's like very much like patented Lost Soul aspect. Ooh, and I think Umesho tried to use a clone through that, but unfortunately maybe going like just not fast enough to get that.
When the ankle's exposed again, Umesho looking much better here in the second game.
All right, the corner has been earned again by Umesho. Umesho really happy to play the long range game. Has to force Lost Soul to make a decision, and the decision is to get black.
Umesho tying up the set just like that. His 2S footies have been immaculate. Obviously, his resource management is always top tier. Man's just showing no execution errors right now.
Yeah, they're doing great work right now here. But a quick reload on Lost Soul's side. He still has advantage, all things considered.
Well, man, Lost Soul is not concentrating.
which is kind of interesting, honestly, because this is not the first time Razzo has been without the concentration bar whatsoever.
Oh, man, his focus is elsewhere right now. It's focused on the Twitter retweets.
Yeah!
You've seen his timeline.
Well, he definitely shoots his shot for sure.
Umisho, I love that, by the way. He covered as far as with the gun. That's one of the best things about this character, covering your whip buttons with the gunshot. Tap dust, that's another really good thing. Following it up for a full combo. Oh, bullets! Unfortunately for Razzo right there, not looking at his clip properly. Waking up with the omnidirectional super, but he's blocking.
Yeah, absolutely. But gets a safe reload ahead. You might as well take it at this point. You're too far away.
Shooting. Like Nas would be proud. Got yourself a gun? Yes, we do.
Abso-freaking-lutely.
Oh, that 2S whip punishes, though.
That was such good
Both
awareness.
of these players was like, yeah, that button's broken. You're right, you're right.
Yeah. I like what you did, Umisho. Let me just steal that from you real quick. All right, gun game begins again, but just swings for the fences there. Gonna get huge amount of damage to carry towards the corner.
I love that adjustment from Razzo right there. Off of the tech throw, the curse is such a good option, so he chases it down. He knows his character and the matchup like the back of his hand.
All right, now with Wars outside the corner here. YRC into the punish.
That is a big punish starter as well. That 2-3-6S. Look at my man's life bar getting depleted right now.
Oh my gosh, that was so much. 100-meter spin here.
Damn.
Optimal.
Yeah, but now you're just gonna set full screen. Gotta deal with these shots over and over again. Give me your life or give me your bar. One of them is getting sacrificed. One of them is getting sacrificed, fam.
Yeah, just like there's like Razzo was trying to do something there real quick, but the option was just not available. Umisho was just covering everything.
They challenge for that instance right there. Didn't let Razzo shut up shop. Now Umisho's the one in control. That instant block was big. However, Umisho's still taking control with the throw.
Wow, whip punish again from Razzo. Forces the person Umisho.
Oh, Umisho just a little bit quicker on the trigger right there. Fastest gun in the West.
And Razzo is going west at this point.
Oh, yo, that was sick.
Oh, Razzo just back in.
Yeah, the roll, he didn't have another shot ready, but the curse gets it out of burst range, punishes it handedly. Umisho up 2-1.
And Umisho just playing so well, playing out of their mind, and keeping up the likes of Razzo out of all players.
I talked to a top Strive player that's not here this weekend. They told me Umisho's getting top 8 free.
Well, Umisho is going to try to prove them right here as they go into the 4th match. One thing I'm liking from Umisho here is Umisho is doing a lot more backdashing, kind of just like to get that optimal range that they're very comfortable with, because I think I'm starting to realize like Razzo is getting a lot of whip punishments.
Look at that, he just beats him to the punch again right there, the little dash forward plus the focus. Being cursed is just such an advantageous situation in the matchup.
Yeah, there's just so many situations going on here, just trying to get out of the corner, but Razzo cannot do anything else here. Umisho, it's such good shape.
Oh, and the shot once again, now 1 round away from translating all those offline results to a top 8.
All right, Umisho now on the backside here, not able to get into their optimal shooting position. But Razzo, no bolts, no concentration, excuse me.
Yeah. And Razzo, yeah, he's willing to risk some of his resources trying to get in there, brawl it out. He's not as zoning heavy as Umisho. We've seen that be a detriment to him a couple of times. Sandwiched up, but we let him out.
All right. Umisho trying to keep it cool here. Razzo using that concentration, has a few bullets to speak of, but Umisho just very calmly trying to make their way in.
Oh, you see the pop,
you monster!
Yeah, Razzo, he likes to get in his opponent's head. That was a big attempt. And beautiful management once again from Umisho right there. As he let the last bullet rip, he uses the super to reload and break the wall.
And this puts Umisho in such a good economic advantage here. Has positive bonus, has all the bullets, has concentration.
And he uses that combo to get away, to get outside of burst range, keeping himself safe.
Right. Ooh, but Razzo with a great BRC here. Has no resources, unfortunately, so can't do anything. Has to commit to the throw to try to beat up Umisho, but oh no.
Oh, the hugs. You love to see the sportsmanship. How the hell are the Happy Chaos players the most wholesome ones we have?
Right?
That doesn't make any damn sense.
You would think that they have some sort of like, oh, they're not feeling good. They feel a little bit evil. It makes you feel bad. But you got these folks out here with the finger guns. You love to see the C in the community.
It's all about balance in the universe, right? Since they're such scumbags in game, they're obviously friendly in real life. That's just how it works. I get it now. I get it.
So by that notion, Kai players are the absolute worst, right?
Never done. I love flashing kids. You never know. But of course, man, Umi show proven. Most beams are infrared, but his is fluorescent. I like it. He will be in top 8 winner's side, joining the likes of Tempest, Peppery Splash, and Razzo.
Oh man, what a top 4 winner's side that we have here. But I think after a match like that, I'm going to need to just back away for a bit. I need to get a little bit more air, and hopefully you all do the same. Get some water. Tell the folks we're still doing some top 24 here at Combo Breaker, and we'll see you in a couple minutes.